نقطة. Do you know what the word engineering means? It is said that the origin of the word engineering is the Persian word endaza, which means the ability to solve problems, and the surrounding dictionary defines this word, the mathematical science that studies lines, dimensions, surfaces, angles, quantities and physical quantities in terms of their properties, measurement or evaluation, and their relationship to each other. Here it is synonymous with the English word geometry, scientific principles and principles related to the properties of matter, sources of natural forces, and ways to use them to achieve material purposes, here meaning engineering sciences or what is known as theoretical engineering. The art of benefiting from scientific principles and principles in building, organizing and evaluating things, which is known as applied or practical engineering, which is synonymous with the word engineering in English. Branches of applied engineering include mechanical engineering, software engineering, mechanical design and production engineering, systems engineering, computer engineering, network engineering, missile engineering, communications engineering, electronic engineering, mechatronics engineering, biomedical engineering, genetic engineering, minerals and mining engineering, energy engineering, electrical engineering, agronomy, planning engineering, architectural engineering, civil engineering, survey engineering, environmental engineering, gene engineering, transportation engineering, geotechnical engineering, chemical engineering, industrial engineering, petrol engineering, aeronautical and space engineering, marine engineering. The first beginnings of geometry recorded in history date back to ancient times BC and ancient Egypt, India, and Mesopotamia, Egyptian mathematics, Indian mathematics, and Babylonian mathematics. Ancient engineering studies were concerned with simple discoveries regarding the topics of lengths, angles, areas, and volumes that were developed to meet the needs of construction and architecture and astronomy. Some ancient geometry topics were remarkably advanced, especially since some considered such studies difficult without knowledge of modern mathematical sciences. The Egyptians and Babylonians knew, to some extent, what could be considered a formula similar to the Pythagorean theorem. There is also evidence that the Babylonians had trigonometric tables. Euclid and the Book of Principles. Euclid is a famous scientist who developed a system of axioms and collected his work on geometry in the book Names of Principles. Since that era, Euclid's geometry has been considered a model for logical proof. Among the definitions established by Euclid, the definition of a point, the definition of a straight line, and Euclid's axioms and postulates. In the 18th century, a revolution occurred in the basic axioms in geometry, and this happened in the wake of the emergence of non-Euclidean geometry, which as a result of its appearance, ancient geometry became called Euclidean geometry. In addition, in the 18th century, a new type of geometry appeared, namely differential geometry, on the basis of which the theory of relativity was built by Albert Einstein.